Hi, this is Brett from SRmoto.com. Wanted to give a quick overview and then a demonstration of our Pro Circuit T4 performance exhaust package that we sell for the Yamaha WR250R dual sport bike and the WR250X supermoto bike. This performance package will work on either of those bikes, starting with the 2008 model year all the way up through the current model year. What we've got here is our 2009 WR250X project bike, which we do have fitted with this Pro Circuit T4 performance exhaust package. Kind of give you an overview of the different parts of this package. The main part of it is obviously going to be the T4 full exhaust system. And what that consists of is this brushed aluminum muffler canister, a stainless steel mid pipe, and a stainless steel header pipe. A couple features of the muffler itself. It does come with a US Forest Service approved spark arrestor that can be removed if you want to, but if you ride in areas where you need that, it's already in the muffler, so you're good to go. One of the kind of unique features of this muffler is these welded on attachment points. It's kind of unique to the Pro Circuit systems. What those are for is so that you can reuse the stock plastic heat shield that comes on your OEM muffler. All you do is unscrew it from the OEM muffler and it will attach directly to this muffler. It's kind of nice if you ever carry a passenger on the bike, or if you throw saddlebags over the side of the bike, that plastic heat shield will keep things from melting on the muffler. Again, kind of a unique thing with the Pro Circuit systems. You're not really going to see that on any other exhaust for this bike. They also include similar welded on mounting points on the header pipe so that you can reuse the OEM heat shield that comes on the stock header. What we've got here is a Z-carbon heat shield, but the OEM heat shield will screw on just like this one is. So it's kind of nice. The header pipe can get a little bit hot, so this heat shield can kind of help you, protect you from getting burned on it. Overall fit and finish is top notch. Everything fits together really nicely, bolts onto the bike real easily. Really nice looking system overall. Just makes the bike look a lot more attractive. There's pretty decent weight savings too compared to the stock exhaust system. We've weighed both of them, and you're going to save about 7 pounds overall compared to the stock exhaust, so that's not too bad. It's kind of weight that's up a little bit high too, so every little bit helps on these bikes. So that's the main part of this performance package, is the exhaust system. Okay, so in addition to the exhaust system itself, we also allow you to optionally add on a few other components to the package. One of which would be the fuel injection controller, and then the other one would be the 12 O'Clock Labs X-Up emulator. Kind of go over each of these real quick. First of which would be the fuel injection controller. We allow you to choose from 2 different models. The first one would be this Ejk Efi Controller, and then the other one would be the FMF Power Programmer Fuel Injection Kit. Now both of these are essentially the same. Ejk is actually the manufacturer for these EFI controllers. They do a private label for FMF where they basically just put an FMF logo onto the control unit itself. Otherwise, the Ejk and the FMF controllers work exactly the same. They come pre-programmed the same. Installation is the same. So you can choose from either one of those. The main reason we offer the FMF kit is for the guys that do the FMF exhaust packages. They kind of like to have the matching FMF programmer, so you could do, but you can add the FMF to this Pro Circuit system, or you can do the Ejk. I think on our bike we have the Ejk EFI controller installed, so it doesn't really matter. We definitely recommend doing the EFI controller. Some people try to skip it and save the money. But without this EFI controller on the bike, you're really not going to be taking advantage of the new exhaust system. The bike might not run right, it might backfire, it could run hot. There's some problems that can be caused if you just run the bike with an aftermarket exhaust and don't update the fueling on the bike. So we definitely recommend these. It may look a little bit complicated with a lot of wires and stuff, but installation on the bike is very simple. Probably takes 10 minutes, 10-15 minutes. Comes with really good instructions. Essentially it plugs in up under the gas tank on the bike, comes with all the Yamaha plugs and everything. You don't have to cut any wires or do anything like that. You basically plug it in, you run a ground over to the battery, mount the control unit. I think we mounted the control unit itself to the side of the battery box, and like I said, 10-15 minutes you're done. And it comes pre-programmed with for what they call stage 1 modifications, which would be aftermarket exhaust and or aftermarket air filter. So if you want, you can just install this on the bike and you're done. You don't have to mess with tuning or anything like that. Now it does give you the ability to tune it if you want. As you can see, there's a couple buttons on the control unit where you can essentially tune or program the tuner to adjust the fueling and stuff like that on the bike. Now we recommend, if you're going to do that, you probably want to take the bike to a shop that has a dyno, let them, put the bike on the dyno and tune it based on what they see on the dyno. And as a matter of fact, we've actually done that with 1 or 2 of our bikes. So you can do that if you want. Otherwise, you can just install this on the bike and you're good to go. So that's the fuel injection controller. Now, the other part that we allow you to add on is this 12 O'Clock Labs X-Up emulator. Basically, when you remove the OEM exhaust system from the WR250R, WR250X, you're also going to remove Yamaha's proprietary X-Up system, which consists of a couple cables and a motor. So you're going to pull all that stuff off the bike when you uninstall the stock exhaust system. It comes off the bike very easily. It's nothing difficult to do or anything like that. And then this little unit basically just plugs in where that servo motor was plugged in. It's over underneath the battery box on the WR250R and WR250X. And basically you just plug it in, and it's going to kind of trick the bike into thinking that X-Up system is still on the bike. Definitely recommend doing this. You're going to take all that stuff off the bike, so you might as well install this X-Up emulator. So definitely, recommend adding that onto the package as well. So again, that's it. Basically, you get to choose, which EFI controller you want, and then whether you want the X-Up emulator. So that's about it for this package. And again, the way we have it configured on our project bike, I'll just go over it real quick. We've got the Pro Circuit T4 full exhaust system. And then we're running the Ejk EFI controller as well as the X-Up emulator. And now I'll do a couple quick demos for you so you can kind of see what the exhaust system sounds like on the bike, and come back for a quick brief overview. Okay, so that should give you a good idea of what this exhaust system sounds like on the bike. And I know sometimes on YouTube it's kind of hard to tell if that sound you hear there is actually representative of what it actually sounds like in real life. So I'll kind of try to compare the sound of this system to some of the other systems that are available for this bike. We've had pretty much all of the different exhausts installed on either this bike or our WR250R Dual Sport, so I'm very familiar with what they all sound like. I think this Pro Circuit T4 from a sound level standpoint kind of falls right in the middle. It's not going to be the quietest and it's not going to be the loudest. On the quiet end of the spectrum, you probably have like the FMF Q4. That's the quietest muffler that I've heard on these bikes. So if you're looking for the quietest, FMF Q4 is the way to go. On the loud end of the spectrum, I would say like the Two Brothers muffler, that's pretty loud. The FMF PowerCore 4 is pretty loud as well. This system, I think, kind of falls right in between all of those. It's kind of right in the middle. I think it has a really good sound to it. It's not too loud, you know, at least for me, you know, with my helmet on at wide open throttle, it's not, you know, it's not hurting my ears or anything. So, but it is a little bit loud. So if you're looking for a system that's got a nice deep sound to it, that's louder than something like an FMF Q4, this would be a good way to go. And again, the fit and finish on it is really good. It's a really attractive looking exhaust. Adds a really good amount of performance to the bike. These bikes are pretty corked up from the factory, so doing a performance package like this with the exhaust, the Efi controller, and the XUP emulator is really going to help. You know, we've also added to this bike a no-toil Superflow filter kit, so it flows air a little bit better. That's kind of something that you can add on to this too if you want to get a little bit more performance out of it. So overall, it's going to make the bike perform better. You're going to lose 7 or 8 pounds in weight. Looks a lot better, sounds a lot better. I mean, you really can't go wrong with this. So again, this is the Pro Circuit T4 Performance Exhaust Package. You can find this on our website a couple different ways. Our main blog website is SRmoto.com. So you can go there and click on the online store link at the top. That'll take you over to our online store. Click on the WR250R parts section. That'll show you all the different parts we sell for this bike, and you'll find this Pro Circuit system there as well. If you want to go directly to our online store, it's soloracer.com/dualsportparts.html. So you can get to the online store directly that way. If you have any questions or anything, our email address is on the website. It's sales@soloracer.com. If you want to give us a call, have any questions about anything, our phone number is also on the website, so we can help you out with any questions you might have. Again, it's Brett from SRmoto.com with the Pro Circuit T4 Performance Exhaust Package for the Yamaha WR250R and WR250X.